Greetings, folks. This is DC Investing. I've reached financial independence, and I'm talking about topics that may help others on their pathway to financial independence. And today I want to talk about the usefulness of having a margin account connected to the stock portfolio that you have. And I have, in the past, been a person who's never uh, liked debt, never taken on debt. I paid off my house early, paid off my cars early, used cash for everything. But over the past while, I've kind of warmed up to the idea of using a margin account for different different uses. And so I'm a Fidelity person, and that's been the brokerage account that I've used for like 30 years. But this year, I actually went and got a Robinhood account and transferred some of the stocks that I own to that account. And the reason why I chose Robinhood is because they have a really low interest rate on a margin loan. So with Fidelity, um, their base rate is around 11%. And if you borrow more, I think you can get it down to like 8.5% or something. Those are still pretty high rates. And with Robinhood, I think their margin interest rate starts at about 5.75%. I want to say it's changed recently. Um, and then as I kind of went into this whole procedure, I, I I got a gold account, and then I borrowed over $100,000 against the value of the stocks that I have. And when you go that when you go, I think there's a different rate if you go above 50,000, a different rate above 100,000, and the rates are just really good. And something I was really surprised on is that as soon as the Fed changes interest rates, your margin rate changes. So yesterday was um, the Fed meeting. Jerome Powell lowered interest rates by 0.25%, and I looked at my margin account rate yesterday, and it was 5%. And then today, out of curiosity, I pulled it up, and sure enough, my margin interest rate is 4.75%. So, basically, I got an immediate raise from Jerome Powell because, they lowered interest rates. And so now I'm paying less every year in margin interest. And um, so my total right now, I have, I think, $200,000 of borrowing on the margin account, and that will equate to a $500 raise this year because the Fed lowered interest rates. Now, I am not living large on this $200,000 that I borrowed. I actually borrowed it and just reinvested it in more stocks. I have bought things that have a higher dividend payout ratio than the amount of margin interest. And so, um, I invested it in Western Midstream, which ticker WES, Plains All American, PAA, Delatec, DKL, a little bit of WLKP, I think a little bit of BSM, um, and there's probably something else that's in there too. And so, on average, those stocks will pay somewhere between 8.5% to 9% of a dividend yield this year. So, my cost to purchase these is 4.75% now, and then just the dividend yield alone is close to 9%. So basically, borrowing this money, I bought assets with it, and I'm getting a cash difference each year for having that, and it's been a really interesting procedure to kind of look at that. So the risks are if the market crashes, um, my base amount will go down because in this Robinhood account, instead of having 200 grand of ownership, now I have 400 grand. And if the market fell by 20%, it'll kind of take down my overall balance. Instead of like 40%, it'll go, or 40,000, it'll go down 80,000. So I have to be aware of that, kind of watch it. But this is an example of trying to use debt in order to make a higher return. And right now they say there's more margin borrowing right now than has ever happened before. And I can understand why, is because the markets continue to go up. The cost of a margin loan is really small in comparison to the amounts that you can kind of make from it. And if you're, using your accounts wisely to buy more assets, is kind of the idea of using other people's money to increase your own assets. So it's something that for someone who's looking to retire, um, having access to credit is something that can really be a useful thing to you as long as you understand how to manage your finances correctly. I'm not using this to live on. I think I'll do another video that kind of talks about why it might be useful to have this for the sake of um, occasionally paying bills with it. But basically, this is how to use debt in order to grow your assets. And I just got a raise from Jerome Powell, because I was paying 5% of an interest rate to do this strategy, and now I'm paying 4.75% of a rate to do the same strategy. So it made me a little bit more cash positive. Um, I'm taking the dividends that I've got from this margin account, paying off the margin balance each year. Plus, I make about 4% of a gain just in the dividend arbitrage, and then that 4% I'm just going to reinvest in the stock itself. So I kind of did some calculations. If I only had a 4% gain each year, it would take 18 years before I would double the value of what I get. But because when I repurchase these shares, they also have high dividends. So you go from like a 4% rate of return to a 8.5% rate of return. It amplifies your buying power and shortens the duration when you double your money. And so I put everything into an Excel spreadsheet, and it kind of looks like it'll take about a decade worth of time for this arbitrage. So, I've now borrowed $200,000 against an account value that had $200,000. And over the course of 10 years, just reinvesting these dividends and buying back shares in the course of a 10-year time frame, it should purchase this extra $200,000 for me, and I didn't have to do any work for it. So it's a fun experiment. I'm playing with it, trying it, learning something. I'm not borrowing a huge amount in comparison to my overall account. So, should something happen, I can cover this 200 grand. And you don't have to completely cover it, because you, all you have to do is have 25% of the value of what you borrowed in the shares right now. That could change, but if I have $200,000 of borrowing, really I only need to keep a quarter of that in overall value, and so that's what, $50,000. So this thing could go down by 150,000, and I would still not have a margin call on this. So I think there is some risk, but it's manageable. I have other assets to cover this, but just by using the strategy slowly over time, this should give me another $200,000 of a gain, that I didn't have to work for. I just have to manage this. So it's kind of interesting to think that way. Um, the process of having Robinhood account has been painless. I seem to like the system. It's kind of easy to understand. It's not as you don't have as many bells and whistles as you do from Fidelity. There's certain things that are, I can get reports easier from Fidelity than I can from Robinhood, but it's just a small portion. Managing this margin account is really easy. Just the interest gets added to your margin balance, and anytime dividends come in, you pay down your margin balance. I've been able to pull money out of the account, and it just kind of ramps up the margin balance a little bit. And then as I put money back in, transferring from a bank back in, it just kind of reduces the margin balance. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, I was never someone who used debt or liked it, but I wanted to experiment with this idea of using other people's money to increase my gains, and so that's kind of something that's happened this year. So take a look at it. This is not investment advice, but it's just something interesting I'm doing. The the fact that the Fed lowered interest rates is rewarding borrowers like me, and also penalizing savers, which is also like me because I have other money market accounts in my Fidelity account that actually lose a 1/4% now. So, for me, it kind of balances out. But the Fed right now is rewarding borrowers and penalizing savers. And so I'm just trying to take the best advantage that I can of that situation and, increase my gains. So, leave a comment if you've ever done something like this, or if you have comments about what the Fed's doing, and, like, subscribe, and thanks for being here. Bye.